Jadi untuk media planning sendiri, objektifnya akan sangat tergantung dari bisnis objektif yang ingin di-achieve. Misalnya, apakah untuk brand superiority, ataukah untuk mensupport produk launching, ataupun inisiatif-inisiatif lainnya.
Biasa yang paling penting adalah bagaimana kita bisa menjawab task atau brief yang diberikan oleh klien. Segala sesuatu itu harus dimulai dari namanya awareness. Setelah awareness kita masuk ke consideration, kemudian preference, lalu kemudian buying.
The core objective for every media planning is to build awareness, because it's to allow all our audience, the potential customer, to know your brand and to familiar with the product.
Tentunya kalau ingin masuk ke funnel-funnel selanjutnya, misalnya consideration ataupun sampai ke conversion, kita harus yakin dulu nih awareness-nya udah memang mencakup percentage yang cukup di luar sana.
Media yang baik untuk nge-build awareness adalah media yang punya coverage yang besar.
Karena tentunya untuk sisi awareness kan kita ingin semakin banyak eyeballs ataupun mata yang melihat iklan kita. Nah, kita harus tahu dulu segmentasi pasar kita itu biasanya mengkonsumsi media apa. Jadi over time selama saya berkecimpung di dunia marketing tentunya akan selalu berubah mengikuti behavior market untuk mengkonsumsi konten. Misalnya dulu orang akan lebih banyak untuk spend di TV karena memang mostly keluarga Indonesia itu akan selalu nonton TV di jam-jam tertentu.
Target audience, their age range, let's say, is 20 to 45, right? Those class of people is from early in the morning, say from 7:30 or till late night or late evening, say 8 p.m., right? Where are they? They have to go to work, or maybe they are in the way of transportation. Which means in this period of time, they might not be able to expose to so-called traditional TV because they are not at home and they are not watching TV. Now, so then in this period of time, then you need to think about is what kind of media, what kind of channels will be able to reach them, or those audience will be able to see.
Tapi mungkin sekarang karena sudah ada OTT dan orang juga suka streaming di platform-platform seperti YouTube, or video dan lain-lain, tentunya habitnya juga akan berubah. Jadi pembagiannya pun harus menyesuaikan dengan itu. Apakah target audience kita lebih sering bermain di sosmed, ataukah lebih sering mendengarkan radio atau mungkin podcast dan lain-lain. Jadi menyesuaikan ke situ sih. Teman-teman banyak yang nanya ya, apakah TV itu eksistensinya bisa digantikan semata-mata oleh digital? Jadi jawabannya sebenarnya kedua media tersebut akan saling komplementari. Jadi saling satu sama lain akan mengisi.
Kalau kita hanya pasang di radio, maka belum tentu it works. Kalau kita cuma pasang di OOH juga belum tentu 100% works. Kita pasang di TV pun sendiri juga mungkin works, tapi mungkin tidak maksimal. Tapi apabila kita mengcombine semuanya secara integrasi, TV, ada digital, ada out home, dan segala macam, sehingga itu bisa membuat orang menjadi kayak dikejar, atau mereka merasa terekspos dimanapun mereka berada.
Keberadaan TV tetap akan perlu, tapi itu bisa banget dikomplementari dengan media-media yang lain. Misalnya tadi ya, OTT, streaming service, ataupun platform-platform free lain yang juga dikonsum di saat ini.
We are a supplement or extension of TV. We are not replacing any media. As I said, we are talking about a touch point, number one. Secondly, we are talking about a must-see, a must-go area. And then third is, this is non-clutter. When you think about in a lift lobby or inside the lift, there are no other media, no other things will distract the attention of our audience. So it's the beauty of the indoor screen, right? Say Monday to Friday, you need to go to work, right? And then, so when you go to work, no matter you're driving car, you are taking the same road, you are taking public transportation, you are taking the same mode of public transportation. But one thing you definitely will go back is your home. If your home is an apartment, so that's why we are talking about a guaranteed reach. So up till now, we have already more than 1,000 buildings covering Jabodetabek area, Surabaya, and Bandung. So the more building that we cover, then we create more coverage and more reach. Secondly, we are talking about the duration. If you're living in an apartment, so together if you are working in an office area. So normally in one day, you might have 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, you will be in the lift lobby and also lift lobby area and also in a lift compartment. Because in psychological studies, it's saying that is whenever, whatever being exposed to a people in period of time, short period of time for 3 times, that will start to create a memory. They will start to have an impression. That's why for professional media planner, they always have this so-called 3+, is to guarantee that, oh, this media campaign, this TVC will be seen by one single audience for 3 times in order to create that impression. We believe that we are very effective because according to the audience response, 92% plus, 95%, they have seen our media, and 85% plus, they can remember, have the impression that they have seen the ad. Our screen is unavoidable and unskippable. Definitely, of course. When you go to a lift lobby, you will not close your eyes, right? And then that's why if you pay attention to the indoor screen that the TMN install, the position is very critical. Now, we always install, for example, at the lift lobby, this is the button, right? They press the button, and then our screen is on top of it. So when they press the button, they definitely have the chance to encounter it. Okay, when they go inside the lift, and then that's why our installation is always not just the same height level of a people. So people, the human body will not block the screen. It's always, in some proportion, is up on top of the head, right? So people will not block it. So whether or not they pay strong attention and longer attention to it, this is the creativity. If the advertisement, the creativity is nice, and then no matter it's the sounds, the music, and then the picture itself is attractive enough, people will watch it. Regarding the measurement and effectiveness, we change our position if you are the advertiser. So why they spend on your media? They want to buy something, right? They buy is not buying your screen, not just only your airtime or how many number of spots. They have to make sure that people will see it. We have our screen inside the building. So, which means we need to get the traffic. How many people, for example, is how many people will stay in the apartment? How many people work in the office building? And then, especially on office building, it's not just only the people work there, right? And day by day, there are guests in and out of the building. So we have to measure, we will have to use the term traffic. Now, in order to get the traffic, TMN, we believe in data, we believe in tools. So that's why we are working with major mobile operator because they have this measurement to track at a specific location.
Alasan Kopi Kenangan memilih TMN sebagai partner media OOH kita adalah karena TMN sejauh ini sebagai partner yang memiliki coverage yang paling luas untuk OOH, especially untuk lift branding.
And one of the reasons is the coverage, of course ya. Coverage TMN juga lumayan wow.
Dari yang saya tahu, TMN setahun 2 tahun yang lalu dibandingkan dengan sekarang, coveragenya itu berkembangnya luar biasa.
Karena kalian punya coverage di apartments, di high-rise buildings, lalu ada di public places juga.
TMN have their screens very strategically placed in apartments or in lift.
Karena untuk kali pertama jadi itu ada di 250 tower TVC-nya.
It's very close to the customers and very focused target audience.
Sangat mumpuni untuk penghuni-penghuni apartemennya yang memang ada di situ. Jadi otomatis end users itu banyak banget yang memang jadi dari yang nggak tahu jadi tahu CDA.
Banyak sekali spot-spot yang dipasang, screen yang dipasang di lift terutama, dan itu bisa menjadi exposure lebih aja sih buat aku dan terasa banget hasilnya seperti apa.
Jadi kalau ditanya efeknya, TMN itu salah satu media partners atau salah satu channel yang ngebantuin banget when it comes to impression, awareness, sama reach.
TMN punya quality dari sisi aset, screen-nya bagus, resolusinya bagus, kemudian soundnya juga clear.
I found the screens very attractive and good.
Itu menjadi salah satu keunggulan sih buat TMN gitu.
Ini lumayan personal banget ceritanya. Jadi temen aku pernah foto terus kayak, loh ini ada kamu di lift. Akhirnya mereka nyelamatin aku. Selamat ya, ada album baru, atau waktu itu ada pernah Lexi Kustik kayak gitu. Itu karena mereka beneran ngelihat dari lift yang dipasang sama TMN. Terima kasih banyak TMN atas supportnya selalu. Saya akan terus kembali lagi.